Sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events right here in Scotland County. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in Scotland County, it's on right here.
And welcome to Carolina and Company Live on the road here in Scotland County. It's a beautiful day in Laurinburg, and we're here finding all kinds of stuff out about health.
That's right. Right now we're going to Sandhills Behavioral Center. That's
right.
what it's all about. We're going to be talking about that, but we've got so much to show you today. And if you just stay tuned, sit back and relax, it's going to be a great show. You will learn something today right here on Carolina and Company Live.
And that's right. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. Stick around. We'll be right back.
First warning weather with meteorologist Caitlin Wright.
Good Wednesday to you. Let's go ahead and get you out the door with what to expect for your afternoon highs. Well, we're already climbing into the upper 60s to low 70s in some areas, and this morning we were in the 60s. Let's go ahead and check out what our highs are going to be across the board. We'll be climbing into the 70s, some areas the mid 70s across the PD and closer to the coastal counties as well. We will start the first half of the day with a little bit of cloud coverage and our winds actually out of the south and the west. A cold front will then roll through our area, change our wind direction, and decrease our cloud coverage. Our wind direction will then be coming out of the north and the west. So first half of the day, not really running into any problems in terms of precipitation really throughout the next 48 hours. Wednesday and Thursday, not looking at any measurable rainfall. For your Friday, we have a larger system that will approach our region then, bringing us scattered showers. And then on Sunday, heading into Monday, that's really the main story, at least the main setup across our region, where we could potentially even see an embedded thunderstorm in that system, which we'll talk all about that in just a couple of days when we get closer to it. But just know that measurable rainfall is on its way. Now Futurecast showing you clouds and radar. Well, as we head through today, really not looking at all that much. Most of the precipitation will stay to the north of our viewing area. A mix of sun and clouds will be in and out throughout the day, but decreasing the cloud coverage after the noon hour once that front rolls offshore. We're looking at mostly clear skies, at least for the overnight hours. As we head through your Thursday, though, those clouds will start increasing the second half of the day. No precipitation then, though, but scattered showers as we head through your Friday. Here's your Grand Strand 7-day forecast. 73 for your Wednesday, dropping that temperature to 63 as we head through your Thursday. So a 10-degree temperature drop, though, still about 8 degrees above our normal high. And again, staying on this roller coaster in terms of the precipitation. Your inland 7-day forecast, 76 for your Wednesday, 66 as we head into your Thursday. The best chance to see measurable rainfall and a possible embedded thunderstorm will be Sunday, heading into Monday as well, and no low temperature is at or below freezing.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live on the road, Laurinburg, Scotland County area. And right now with the Sandhills Behavioral Center, we're going to find out a little bit about what they do. They've been around doing this for about 6 years now, and we're going to find out a little bit of what they do.
Yeah, that's right. We are with Robert. He is the CEO and founder of Sandhills Behavioral Institute. And just tell us a little bit of what you guys do. What is your mission? What is your goal here?
Our mission is to improve the lives of the citizens of Scotland County.
Okay.
That's by improving behavior. We do behavior modification, and also we do substance abuse services. So the goal is to improve their lives and try to work with them on those major issues or concerns in their lives.
Okay. Now, in working, with these people here in Laurinburg, if somebody needs help, how do they get in contact with you? What is the process of then coming to see you?
Well, we have a couple of ways to do that. Actually, you can walk in. We are a walk-in clinic. So anytime you want to walk in, you can actually walk in through the doors. We take referrals online on the website. You actually can do it online. We get a lot of referrals from DSS. They will actually call, bring a person in. We get family, friends. So So we have a lot of sources as far as referrals.
All right, now what are we talking, when you're talking about behavioral problems, now what are we talking about
A
exactly?
lot of behavior, like we deal with a lot of adolescents. They have behavior problems in school where they're being suspended.
Anger issues,
Anger
stuff like that.
issues, not obeying the rules of the families. The parents come in. We work with that. And we work with adults also. They have some PTSD. We do depression. So a lot of different behaviors. So when we say behaviors, it's not just like anger management type behavior. If a person has depression, we work with depression. If we have a person with anxiety, so we work with a lot of different mental health issues.
All right, somebody coming in, say you had a child that had an adolescent problem. How long does it take you normally to work with them?
Well, what we do, once they come in, the state requires that within 7 days of the referral, we actually have them in for assessment. So once we bring them in with the clinical assessment, we take the assessment and then we take the judgment from that to put them into treatment.
And that'll tell you how long you need to treat them
Well,
for.
and the treatment goes according to the progress or lack of. So what we do is every 30 days we actually have clinical team meetings and we judge the progress. And we evaluate to see if we need to go a higher level, lower level care, or if they're doing well at that stage. So it's an ongoing process as far as treatment.
Now ages. You work with children, you said?
Yes,
as well?
we work from 5 years old up into 60.
Wow.
And we'll go past 60 if we need to, but 60 has been the oldest we've dealt with.
You get a lot of referrals for anger management, for people having to deal with anger.
Yes, we get a lot of those from the school system. We actually deal with the school system also, and we're starting to see a lot of anger issues in the younger adolescents, the middle school population now. So the anger is a major problem, and what we deal with is coping skills, and we also from the federal government, they have a anger management curriculum that we actually use as the curriculum that we use for anger management.
So it sounds like you've got a pretty qualified staff here, of different people that work in different areas. How many people do you have on staff?
For the total, we have 4 locations, so we have a total of 20 employees. And out of this location, we have 6. And each office is staffed with a clinical therapist. So those clinical therapists all have master's degrees. And they're licensed through the state of North Carolina.
All right, now, do they come into the office, or do y'all go to them, or how do you do it?
We do both. We actually, if we need be, we will go out in the community, and we provide transportation. So a big issue, when you're dealing with a rural area like Scotland County, transportation is an issue. So some feel comfortable, you're going in the home, but a lot prefer to come into the office.
It seems like, and you're pretty accessible. Walk in, you'll transfer.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
great.
Check it out. Thanks so much, Ron. We appreciate it. We got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a wonderful shopping experience? Then shop downtown Laurinburg. Hungry? Visit 215 on Main for a quick meal. Shirt Tales specializes in personalized garments for school, churches, clubs, and more. Find the perfect tuxedo rental and more at Harley's Tuxedo and Gifts. From trendy to obscure, you can find the perfect gift at Scotland Bling. If it's happening in Scotland County, you'll hear it first on 95.1, your hometown radio, WLNC. Shop downtown Laurinburg. Whether you're a local or on your way home from the beach, stop in at Exit 184 Laurinburg. It doesn't matter if you love seafood or landlubber food. Captain Larry's Seafood House has something for everyone. Find the freshest seafood and steaks right here. Need to get your car serviced? Then look no further than Haney's Tire and Recapping Service. Once you try us, we're sure you'll be back for more. And if you need a vehicle, stop in at Scotland Motors. You'll find over 400 pre-owned vehicles. And remember, go look at the rest, then come buy from the best.
This is not someplace you have to be. This is a place that you want to be.
You get that feeling when you come in that, wow, I'm home.
People that live in neighborhoods, they come and say, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so well developed.
6 o'clock this morning, I was in the fitness center. Will be tomorrow, walk in the days in between, swim.
Enthusiasm, that's what they have here, enthusiasm.
So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you.
The Laurinburg-Maxton Airport Industrial Park in Scotland County includes over 4,000 acres of prime industrial sites, with almost 1,800 acres ready for industrial and commercial development. The industrial park offers full-service infrastructure that includes a newly renovated runway, plus water, sewer, electric, and natural gas. So whether you're looking to build or simply expanding your current business, we invite you to come join the many businesses that already call the industrial park home. Call today.
Hello everybody, I'm Cecil Chandler.
And I'm Amanda Sellers, and we're at Nick's Pick Quick. Every time we're up here in the Laurinburg area or the Scotland County area, we've got to stop by here and eat some lunch.
Look at the food we're talking about. Chicken, French fries,
Potato wedges, hot wings, cornbread.
mac and cheese.
Anything you want. That's a
right.
full meal right there.
Right here, and as you can see, every time at lunchtime, all of these stores in the area, they're full of people.
That's right.
Because it's good food, so don't forget, Nick's Pick Quick. Check it out when you're in the Scotland County, Laurinburg area.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back. We're right here in Laurinburg on the road, and we do it every Wednesday. And with Scotland Healthcare, that's where we are now. And we're going to find out a little bit about what there's an annual meeting coming up.
That's right.
And we want to find out about it.
It's coming up tomorrow, and we have Greg with us. He is the president and CEO here. And Greg, tell us about the annual community meeting. What is it involved? What time is it going to be? And just what topics are going to be covered in that?
Well, tomorrow night, for probably at least the last 30 years, our board has given the community an opportunity to see what's going on at the hospital on a regular basis. Okay. As most of the community knows, we are a private, not-for-profit, community-owned, but our board is very much committed to be fully accountable and transparent for what we do. So every year for decades, we've had annual meetings, and they've changed over the years, but what's happened in the last few years is we open with a social time, invite the community members out to meet the trustees. We've got 20 dedicated community trustees, including several physicians. We have a social time where community members can meet the trustees.
Okay.
And then we have very brief presentations by the chairman of the board. This year it's a female, Ms. Jane Rogers from Bennettsville, Marlborough County, and the treasurer, Chip Scheidel from Charlescraft, and then the chief of staff, which this year is Dr. Doug Netarostic, who runs our emergency center, and then some comments from me as the CEO. We then give the community an opportunity to ask questions about what they want to know about, and the presentations talk a little bit about the highlights, because certainly we're proud of what we've done for the community. Absolutely. But we also talk about the challenges that go on in terms of running a healthcare system in today's environment.
Now 2016, I mean, that was a great year for you guys. A lot of safety awards you've won and stuff, so you'll kind of highlight and talk about all that, and then project what's coming?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're extremely proud of the safety awards, the quality awards. We're proud of a lot of the renovations we've done upstairs, the new physicians we've brought to town, the new nurses, but we're also cognizant and aware that we've got some pretty decent challenges and a lot of uncertainty. The new president and his comments about what he might do for healthcare reform, a lot of changes at the state with the Medicaid level and new governor, and clearly with the rural environment we live in, it's difficult to keep quality providers here, but we've got a lot of great things going on we're proud of, but we're also willing to be honest about our challenges.
Well, you know, this is a great time to let people know what you've done, because a lot of people, well, they might not be aware of it, and this gives you time at this annual meeting.
And especially new people coming into the community as well want to know about the healthcare system here, and you guys do a great job. So it's kind of a vessel for that as well.
Yeah. Well, healthcare is local and healthcare is personal. So the more we can get the word out what we're doing, the more we can let people know that they actually own this healthcare system, and they've got a part of making it better. They've got an opportunity to weigh in when things go well and let our folks know to appreciate them, as well as when things go wrong. We need to hear back from them.
Right.
Well, you're always growing here. You're getting bigger every year. You're adding more people, and you're providing better care for everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Cecil. We're proud of the new services we brought up. We got a robot in orthopedics now. We've got a new
very cool.
We've got a new cardiac intervention program going in partnerships with First Health. We've got some things coming out of our partnership with Carolina. So we really feel like our mission of providing safe and high quality care, compassionate service, will keep us very sustainable for the long run.
Absolutely.
And it's not just for Laurinburg area. Y'all serve. Tell them.
No, it's pretty interesting, Cecil, as data changes a little bit each year, but about 55% of the people we cover are from Scotland County. But another 20% or so come out of Robinson County, and now particularly with the unfortunate closing of the hospital in Marlborough County, we get about 15 or 20% of the people we take care of come out of Marlborough County.
So this meeting is for everyone. Come out, if you're part of the community, come out and the surrounding areas. Check it out. What time does it start?
Starts at 6, so the social will be run from about 6 to 6:30, 6:45, and then some brief presentations. And each year we get about 100 community members come out, trustees. We invite our managers to come out so they can meet some of the trustees and feel good about what they've helped contribute. Right. We have physicians come out, but we have a really good turnout from the community.
All right, tell us quickly where it's going to be.
It's going to be in W Dueling Center and the conference center on our hospital campus.
Okay.
All right. If you have any more questions, you can just call Scotland Healthcare and they can answer them for you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys,
really
very much.
Appreciate
Thank y'all.
You guys stick around. We'll be right back.
Looking for a wonderful shopping experience? Then shop downtown Laurinburg. Hungry? Visit 215 on Main for a quick meal. Shirt Tales specializes in personalized garments for school, churches, clubs, and more. Find the perfect tuxedo rental and more at Harley's Tuxedo and Gifts. From trendy to obscure, you can find the perfect gift at Scotland Bling. If it's happening in Scotland County, you'll hear it first on 95.1, your hometown radio, WLNC. Shop downtown Laurinburg.
This is not someplace you have to be. This is a place that you want to be.
You get that feeling when you come in that, wow, I'm home.
People that live in neighborhoods, they come and say, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so well developed.
6 o'clock this morning, I was in the fitness center. Will be tomorrow. Walk in the days in between. Swim.
Enthusiasm, that's what they have here, enthusiasm.
So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you.
The Laurinburg-Maxton Airport Industrial Park in Scotland County includes over 4,000 acres of prime industrial sites, with almost 1,800 acres ready for industrial and commercial development. The industrial park offers full-service infrastructure that includes a newly renovated runway, plus water, sewer, electric, and natural gas. So whether you're looking to build or simply expanding your current business, we invite you to come join the many businesses that already call the industrial park home. Call today.
Hello everybody, I'm Cecil Chandler.
And I'm Amanda Sellers, and we're at Nick's Pick Quick. Every time we're up here in the Laurinburg area or the Scotland County area, we've got to stop by here and eat some lunch.
Look at the food we're talking about. Chicken, French fries,
Potato wedges, hot wings, cornbread.
mac and cheese.
Anything you want. That's a
right.
full meal right there.
Right here, and as you can see, every time at lunchtime, all of these stores in the area, they're full of people.
That's right.
Because it's good food, so don't forget, Nick's Pick Quick. Check it out when you're in the Scotland County, Laurinburg area.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live with Laurinburg Chiropractic. And we're going to learn a lot about what they do.
That's right. We're with Dr. Ray Armstrong, and he's been practicing for over 30 years and been in Laurinburg for 30 years for chiropractic. And a lot of people have misconceptions about chiropractic and what they actually do, but we're going to kind of debunk a little bit of that, but also talk about education. So thank you for being on with us. Talk to us about chiropractic care and, you know, education and stuff.
Well, education is very simple. You go to 4 years of undergrad, then you go to 4 years of chiropractic school, you graduate, you take your state board, then you're licensed to practice.
Okay. Well, that seems pretty simplistic, but it's a little more in-depth than that. You learn a ton about the body and the spine.
We do. We focus on not only the musculoskeletal system, but also the internal organs. We have to be able to diagnose things that are musculoskeletal related and also those things that are not musculoskeletal related, because you may have back pain that may not be back pain.
Correct.
And if you come in and it's that kind of problem, it is our responsibility to diagnose that and refer you to the proper source.
So it takes, you know, you do a little bit of everything. That's what is so neat. A lot of people think when you come to a chiropractor, you know, they're saying, oh, what am I going to get? What's going to happen to me? Y'all do a lot of stuff. You got to look at the person and feel it out first.
We do. Accurate diagnosis is the starting point.
Okay. And, you know, this is not just for adults, children too. Mine have gone since birth to a chiropractor. It's really important, especially at all ages. Tell us, do you work with kids as well?
We do.
Okay.
You can have joint dysfunction at any age.
Correct.
And joint dysfunction is going to lead to pain, inflammation, swelling. It's going to change the way you go through your daily activities. And so what we want to do is we want to try to keep you functioning as optimally as possible.
All right, Amanda's got your neck's bothering you. You got
neck's
problems with her
bothering me.
neck.
That's right, yep.
All right, we're laying her down on the thing. We're going to lay her down right here now, and you're going to look at her neck and see if you can work it out a little bit. Can you do that?
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feel the neck. I'll look and I'll make sure I don't see any abnormal things that just jump out at you, like a big swollen area or a big discoloration that may indicate maybe something else is going on. But what we want to do is we want to evaluate not just the joints, but we want to evaluate muscle tone. We want to see if there's spasm or hypertonicity, which is a tight muscle. We want to check for trigger points in the muscles, which may contribute to neck pain, which are knots in the muscles that come from parts of the muscles being over-contracted and very tender and painful. Those things can cause headaches, pain, numbness, a lot of pinched nerve type symptoms. We also want to evaluate the joints too for not only range of motion, but swelling and tenderness, as well as local restriction. And so the way we'll approach that is we want to find whatever we find, muscle or joint, we want to address that because we want not only the joints to function, but we have to have the muscle functioning properly because the muscle is what moves the joint.
Right, and so if the muscle's tight, it's going to pull that joint right back out of place. So you've got
Right.
to make sure it all works together. What would you tell somebody who has never been to a chiropractor before, you know, just come on in before you, it's actually before you have a problem, come in. It's kind of about maintenance. So
everything is going to start with an abnormal function. If it's not a traumatic injury, it's going to start with an abnormal function. So when you wake up one day and you have pain and you wonder, how did this happen? I don't remember doing anything. There has probably been an abnormal function for a good while prior to that pain.
It can happen anything. Anything
That's
can
right.
happen. Sleep, walking, or whatever.
Exactly.
So you need to check it out. All right, chiropractic, I tell you, there are a lot of people that go to chiropractors and kids. That's amazing because a lot of kids, my friends, do
really
that
important.
too.
Really, really important.
We thank you a lot for being with us, and
It's
we
been
hope
my
we've
pleasure.
educated people a little bit on
thank you.
chiropractic.
Pleasure
That's
to
right.
talk with
you guys come on down to Laurinburg Chiropractic and check it out. It's a great guy. We'll be back.
Looking for a wonderful shopping experience? Then shop downtown Laurinburg. Hungry? Visit 215 on Main for a quick meal. Shirt Tales specializes in personalized garments for school, churches, clubs, and more. Find the perfect tuxedo rental and more at Harley's Tuxedo and Gifts. From trendy to obscure, you can find the perfect gift at Scotland Bling. If it's happening in Scotland County, you'll hear it first on 95.1, your hometown radio.
This is not someplace you have to be. This is a place that you want to be.
You get that feeling when you come in that, wow, I'm home.
People that live in neighborhoods, they come and say, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so well developed.
6 o'clock this morning, I was in the fitness center. Will be tomorrow. Walk in the days in between. Swim.
Enthusiasm, that's what they have here, enthusiasm.
So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you.
The Laurinburg-Maxton Airport Industrial Park in Scotland County includes over 4,000 acres of prime industrial sites, with almost 1,800 acres ready for industrial and commercial development. The industrial park offers full-service infrastructure that includes a newly renovated runway, plus water, sewer, electric, and natural gas. So whether you're looking to build or simply expanding your current business, we invite you to come join the many businesses that already call the industrial park home. Call today.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cecil Chandler.
And I'm Amanda Sellers, and we're at Nick's Pick Quick. Every time we're up here in the Laurinburg area or the Scotland County area, we've got to stop by here and eat some lunch.
Look at the food we're talking about. Chicken, French fries,
Potato wedges, hot wings, cornbread.
mac and cheese.
Anything you want. That's a
right.
full meal right there.
Right here. And as you can see, every time at lunchtime, all of these stores in the area, they're full of people.
That's right.
Because it's good food. So don't forget, Nick's Pick Quick. Check it out when you're in the Scotland County, Laurinburg area.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And hello, everybody. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. You know, all the schools have to deal with this. What do you do when there's bad weather?
That's right.
How do you determine this? Who gets to do what? And tell the kids to stay home from school? We're going to find out.
Absolutely. We've got Meredith Bounds with us. She is a public information officer. Now, give us the procedure. What is the procedure for delayed weather, all that kind of stuff?
Right, and as Cecil said, this is sort of the time of the year that you have to make those calls, although with Hurricane Matthew in the fall, we had some instances as well. But when there's anticipated bad weather, our administrators start looking at extended forecast about a week in advance. As it gets closer, they'll have hourly conference calls with National Weather Service to determine what's going to come in, how it could impact us. When it gets here, they're going to be on the roads looking at road conditions, whether or not there are power outages in schools, talking to local emergency personnel as well. It's a coordinated and collaborated effort. Of course, the superintendent makes the final call, but it's a group effort and a group decision.
And a lot goes into that to consider whether you're going to do it or not.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's not just a fly by the seat of your pants kind of decision, and certainly we want to, as we do with everything, put the safety of our students and staff.
And I think that's part of it too. People a lot of times think that the calls are sometimes overcautious, but you can't be overcautious enough when you're talking about safety of kids.
Oh, absolutely not. We've got about half of our students, about 3,500 of our students ride the bus to and from school or one way or the other every day. So you think about those bus drivers that are often on the roads right right when the sun's coming up and things haven't had time to thaw, you know, in the winter.
Right.
Or we have a lot of our student drivers, or students are drivers that go to the high school, so you know, they're inexperienced on a regular day, but you're certainly not going to put them on road conditions that are unfavorable. So you know, you'd look at particularly the road conditions, but again, power outages and things like that. So it is safety is a number one concern.
And y'all had it back tough during the hurricane. There was a lot of problems up here.
Right, we were fortunate. Some of our neighbors, of course, had it a whole lot worse.
Absolutely.
But and that's one of the things you consider. Scotland County is relatively small, but weather conditions and road conditions can vary widely in a county, even a small one. So it might look fine on your road, but in the northern part of the county, or in the case of Matthew, those that were closer to Robinson County certainly had more effects. And you have to consider the county as a whole, not just what's maybe happening on your street.
That's right. And now, you know, people tune into news and stuff like that to find notifications, but what do you guys do to notify faculty, staff, parents?
Absolutely, and y'all have always been so helpful, and it's been great to have so many local media sources here. First and foremost, we use our automated phone system, and as soon as the decision is made, a call goes out to all students and staff and their families. We also put it on our websites. We send it to local and area media, and it's posted on their sites or announced on television. We also utilize social media as a great tool that we found to get the word out. But people, when they see those forecasts on the news, they start looking at those sites as well. So
yeah, they're waiting for y'all to contact them. Anytime it says a chance of snow, they call into schools. Are we out of school tomorrow?
Absolutely. the calls start pretty early, as soon as that S word is said.
That's right. Is there somewhere people can contact if they want more information about this and your procedures and protocols?
Absolutely. They can always contact the central office, but one of the things that we do encourage parents is to familiarize yourself with those procedures, and also to make sure we have current contact information for you.
Great. Thanks, Meredith.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we've got more coming up. Carolina and Company Live. We'll be back.
Whether you're local or on your way home from the beach, stop in at Exit 184 Laurinburg. It doesn't matter if you love seafood or landlubber food. Captain Larry's Seafood House has something for everyone. Find the freshest seafood and steaks right here. Need to get your car serviced? Then look no further than Haney's Tire and Recapping Service. Once you try us, we're sure you'll be back for more. And if you need a vehicle, stop in at Scotland Motors. You'll find over 400 pre-owned vehicles. And remember, go look at the rest, then come buy from the best.
This is not someplace you have to be. This is a place that you want to be.
You get that feeling when you come in that, wow, I'm home.
People that live in neighborhoods, they come and say, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so well developed.
6 o'clock this morning, I was in the fitness center. Will be tomorrow. Walk in the days in between. Swim.
Enthusiasm. That's what they have here. Enthusiasm.
So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back. We've had a great time up here in the Laurinburg area today. We've been to a chiropractor. What else have we done?
We've been to Scotland Healthcare. We've been here to the Sand Hills Behavior Institute. It's kind of all about health today, which has been really neat. We find out a lot of cool stuff when we come up here, and we just thank our host location, Sand Hills, for everything they do. If you want more information, go ahead and tell them.
sandhillsbc.com. Check it out. They can help you with any kind of problems you may have.
That's right. All right.
We've had a great time.
All right. We will see you guys soon.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.